Ready to start an LLC in Michigan? We've got your back. Let's walk through the 5 essential steps to set up your Michigan LLC, and guess what? It can take just a few minutes to file. Bonus, we'll share some shortcuts and tips to avoid common pitfalls and fees. Let's start. Step 1. Choose a name. First things first, pick a name that stands out. In Michigan, naming concerns are the main cause of LLC application rejections. This typically happens when the name is too similar to an existing business or includes prohibited terms. Our tool can assist you in discovering awesome name options, but remember to follow these rules. The name should end with limited liability company, limited company, LLC, or ALC. Avoid names that suggest your LLC is a government agency, bank, insurance company, or any business that requires special licenses. Avoid using any words that imply you're a different kind of legal entity, such as Corp., Inc., or a nonprofit. Make sure the name is distinguishable from all the currently active businesses, corporations, limited partnerships, and limited liability companies in the state. You can easily verify the availability of your chosen name through Michigan's online business name search portal. For more information on Michigan's naming regulations. Step 2. Appoint a registered agent. Your registered agent will receive and forward all important legal documents on behalf of your LLC, such as notices from the government, complaints, or legal actions against your business. The agent must have a physical address in Michigan or be an entity authorized to conduct business in the state. It must be a street address. It can't be a P.O. box or a mail service like UPS. You can be your own registered agent or appoint a friend or family member. Just remember, the name and address of the registered agent will become public record, which could be a privacy deal breaker for some. If you choose Tailor Brands, they provide free agent services for $199 for the first year. They've been doing this for over 6 years, so they know what they're doing. Step 3. File your Articles of Organization. Next, file your LLC Articles of Organization with the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, LARA. This essential document includes crucial details like your LLC's name, purpose, expected duration, and the registered agent's information. Note, Michigan LLCs are assumed to be member-managed unless stated otherwise in Article 5 of the Articles of Organization. You have 2 options for filing, by mail or online. To file by mail, download Form 700, complete it, and send it to the address provided. It's easier to file online through the corporation's online filing system. Regardless of which method you choose, the filing fee is $50. If your LLC was registered in another state but you'd like to do business in Michigan, download and complete Form 760, Application for Certificate of Authority to Transact Business in Michigan, and submit it to LARA. The fee is also $50. Processing time for both the Articles of Organization and the Application for Certificate of Authority ranges from 10 to 15 days. Step 4. Create an operating agreement. Although not required by Michigan law, it's highly recommended to create an LLC operating agreement. This is a private contract between members that spells out the most important aspects of your LLC's ownership and governance. It's a vital tool for alignment and conflict prevention. For example, an LLC can be manager-managed, which allows some members to be passive investors. On the other hand, in a member-managed LLC, all members take an active role in management. In Michigan, you'll need to note this in the operating agreement, as mentioned earlier. Additionally, some banks may ask for an operating agreement along with a business plan when you open a business bank account or pursue loans. Step 5. Obtain an EIN. The final step is to obtain an Employer Identification Number, EIN, for your LLC. This federal tax identification number allows the IRS to identify and track your business's taxes and filing status. You'll need the EIN to open a business bank account, manage federal and state taxes, and hire employees. The process is super simple and completely free through the IRS. Just fill out the online form and submit it. It only takes about 10 minutes. So those are the 7 steps you'll need to complete to successfully create an LLC. A lot of it seems overwhelming, especially when you're just starting up and wanting to learn. Thankfully, with the help of Tailor Brands, everything I've just explained can be done within a couple of minutes with minimal effort. Don't believe me? Well, I'm now going to show you how to use Tailor Brands. Once you click the first link in the description, you'll be taken to the same page as me. First, you want to choose the state. I'll select Michigan and click Get Started. Next, you want to go ahead and put in your business name. For example, I'm going to go ahead and type Jerry Beans. I'm then going to go ahead and check if it's available or not. There we go, this is available, so I can go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands tells you how they would form your LLC. First off, you need to tell them about your business. You then get an LLC recommendation. You then form your LLC, and they will keep you up to date on your LLC. For the most part, you just want to go ahead and click Next. You then need to specify what stage your business is in. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose taking the first steps, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. They ask when you're planning to launch your business, so I'm going to go ahead and choose as soon as possible, and I'll go ahead and click Next. Now you want to specify what your business is about. I'm going to go ahead and say my business is about a coffee shop. I'll go ahead and type that in, click that, and then you need to specify if it's a physical good or a professional service. Mine will be a physical good, so I'll go ahead and click that and then click Next. You then need to answer whether or not you would have hired employees. For my business, because I'm running a coffee shop, for example, I'll go ahead and click Yes, and then I'll click Next. After that, you then need to say where you'll be operating from. I will put in a random postal code, and then I'll choose one of these three options here. One of them is online, another is at your brick-and-mortar shop, and the last one is on the go. I'm going to go ahead and choose at your brick-and-mortar, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. You can then choose between these options to apply to your business, a logo, a website, a trademark, etc. For the most part, you probably want a lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of them because I'd like all of them, and then you can also type your own if you'd like. After that, I'll go ahead and click Next. Then there is a checklist for what you already have in your business. For example, if you already have a logo within your business or a domain or a registered agent, you can go ahead and tick these. However, if you do not have any of these, you can go to the very bottom here and click None of the above. For my example, I don't have any of these, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then I'll click Next. You then want to go ahead and fill out your basic information, your name, last name, phone number, and your email address. After you've done that, you go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands will offer to help you get your own EIN, so if you do need help getting your own EIN, you will be charged $99 after your application is reviewed. After you've chosen, you can then go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands then offers to give you a registered agent, so if you already have one, of course, you don't really need to do this, but if you don't, I highly recommend it because they make your life a lot easier, and they're very flexible and easy to work with. So if you were to choose this option, you will be charged $199 for the first year. Once you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Get Tailor Brands to keep your LLC compliant, or if you don't want to handle it yourself, you can choose between the two. However, if you do choose Tailor Brands, you will be charged $199 annually. Once you've chosen that, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you also get an offer to use their toolkit. So with the toolkit, you'll get a domain, create logos, a website, and an online store, a range of other essential tools, all in one place to set up your business online and reach customers. So I do highly recommend the toolkit as it gives you a lot of other things you can add such as a logo or domain or even a website. However, if you do not want to use the toolkit, you can choose between these two options. After you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you can choose to get your LLC faster, so if you go with the expedited filing time, it should come within 2 business days. However, if you do want to wait, it will come within 14 days, so it's entirely up to you if you are in a rush or you want to be patient. If you do go with the expedited filing time, it will come at $49, so it's your choice there. After this, you can go ahead and click Next. You can then choose to get an operating agreement from Tailor Brands, or if you want to figure out that by yourself, you can choose that. Of course, if you do choose to get an operating agreement with Tailor Brands, you will be charged $29, so after that, you can go ahead and click Next. And then based on what you have checked and what you have chosen throughout this little survey, they will offer you a plan. So as you can see, Tailor Brands has offered the Elite LLC plan, which includes the following. I'll go ahead and explain the other plans in just a moment. However, if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can choose to uncheck or check a registered agent and an EIN. Now do keep in mind with any plan you choose, there will be a state fee. Now obviously the state fee will be different depending on which state you choose, so please keep that in mind. Of course, if you are happy with what you are getting offered, you can go ahead and click proceed. However, if you do want to have a look at the other plans, I will now show you the other plans. So there is the light option which comes at $0. Of course, you will have to pay the state fee. This may differ depending on which state you choose. So the light plan, you get an LLC formation and it will be processed in up to 14 business days. Then there is the essential plan which comes in at $199 per year. Just like all the others, it comes with the state fee as well. So with the essential plan, you get annual compliance and it is processed in up to 2 business days. And of course, you get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. Then there is the Elite plan which is recommended by Tailor Brands and comes at $249 and it is billed annually or yearly. This comes with annual compliance and branding tools, and it is processed in up to 2 business days. Now with the Elite plan, you get the most of course considering it is the highest paid plan. However, it is the most worth paid plan. So of course, you'll get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. You get a 1-year free domain, 8 free logos, a DIY website builder and online store, a digital business card, a social media post maker, and a business card toolkit. They value this at $432, however the full plan is at $249. So regarding choosing a plan, again it is entirely up to you and your situation. However, I do recommend the Elite plan considering how much more you get with the Elite plan. So after you've chosen, you can go ahead and select which plan is right for you. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and select the Elite plan. So assuming you are happy with your current plan, you can go ahead and click proceed and then you'll be asked to choose either PayPal or card, entirely up to you guys. So within a couple of minutes, we went through a process with Tailor Brands and have successfully created our own LLC. So if you have to choose between creating an LLC on your terms or creating an LLC with Tailor Brands, I do believe it is a no-brainer to go with Tailor Brands considering how much they offer for such a great price as well as they do all the work for you without you needing to do much at all. Simply fill out a survey, choose the plan, and there you go, you have an LLC. Post-formation steps. After you've successfully formed your LLC, there are a few important things to keep in mind. Each year, you'll need to file a Michigan annual report, which costs $25. Michigan annual reports, also known as annual statements, are due annually by February 15th, starting the year after your LLC is formed. However, LLCs formed after September 30th won't have to file until 2 years later. Keep your business assets and transactions separate from your personal ones to maintain the limited liability protection provided by your LLC. If you mix personal and business transactions, known as commingling, you risk creditors being able to pierce the corporate veil and go after your personal assets to satisfy debts. This means having a separate business checking account and business credit card. Lastly, having business insurance is a prudent step and is often required, as all businesses face risks. And that's it. You've now learned how to set up an LLC in Michigan. We hope you found this guide useful. If you have any questions, hit us up.